So let's begin this beautiful session. I'm Neha Arora. Hello, everyone. I am the Senior Academic Coordinator at the Class of One. And today I welcome you all the parents, students, educators, to this beautiful and insightful session on AI for future makers, preparing minds, not just marks. So, believe me, today you are going to learn how you can learn AI or just experience AI easily. You can prepare your children's minds. You just don't focus on marks. So most of the audience have joined. So let's quickly start with this. The session is being organized by the Class of One Global Online School. We are truly delighted to have such a wonderful audience with us today. Next slide, please. So the Class of One is a school with a difference. We are proud to say that our students come from more than 44 plus countries across the globe and making our learning environment truly international and diverse. We currently have 4,000 plus students enrolled with us. Our school was established in 2021, and in a very short span of time, we have grown with a strong values and innovative learning practice. We offer class from nursery to class 12. It's a full-fledged school. Like any other school, it's a full-fledged school which offer classes from nursery to grade 12, ensuring a continuous and well-structured academic journey for every learner. At the Class of One, we believe the teachers are the backbone of education. So we have 287 plus trained and experienced teachers delivering quality education across various programs and curriculums. We offer 4 well-designed curriculum pathways so that every learner can choose with whatever suits them best. So starting with the Indian curriculum, we have from grade nursery to 12th. EFA Indian curriculum, which is an affordable program to learn. So that is from kindergarten to grade 6. Our school is affiliated to Pearson Edexcel Board, which is a UK curriculum for year 2 to IAL. We do provide support to learn so many languages, all kind of languages, regional, foreign, and so many. In regional, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, Kannada, the list is long. And in foreign, German, Spanish, French, Arabic, long list is there. So we do provide support to learn all kind of languages. We have a special department for special education wherein we have trained and experienced special educators taking classes for special needs children, one-on-one classes as well we do provide. So one-on-one tuition program is extra support after school hours we provided to the students wherein they can come and learn and solve their doubts. Our school has been recognized and awarded by multiple organizations, and we are especially proud to share that the Ministry of Education has recognized our initiative in establishing Student Innovation Council in our school. Additionally, we are honored to be recognized as Oxford Quality School for 2 consecutive years, reflecting our commitment to the excellence. Now, joining me today for this special workshop, I am delighted to introduce Ms. Sabha Mazhar. Ms. Sabha is from Cloud Education Company. She is a computer science engineer with strong expertise in artificial intelligence, robotics, web development, and she has hands-on experience in, of course, AI automation, computer vision, IoT-based system. You'll be happy to know that she's a winner of National Level Robotics Challenge from ISRO and is highly skilled in real-time control system, robotic integration, and modern web application. Sabha, We are truly excited to have you with us today, and I'll call this session not just a webinar, of course, but an interactive workshop where our students, our audience, are going to learn and experience AI in a very practical way. Welcome, Ms. Sava. Please unmute.
Thank you so much, Neha ma'am, for such a wonderful introduction. Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all the students, parents, and teachers joining us today. It's truly a pleasure to be here with such an enthusiastic audience. So, today's session is not about long lectures or heavy theory. It's about thinking, exploring, and experiencing technology together.
I'm sure, Sabha, by the end of the session, our students are going to learn many exciting things under your guidance and expertise.
Absolutely, ma'am. And I'm really looking forward to it. Okay. Before moving ahead, let me ask you all a very simple question. How many of you have talked to AI?
Huh? Huh?
Strange question, right? Okay, let me simplify it for you. How many of you have already talked to AI using ChatGPT, Alexa, or Google Assistant? You all are free to raise your hands or respond. The chat box is all yours. Fill it with your responses.
Wow.
Amazing. Great response from your side.
Yes, indeed, Sabha. I mean, you can clearly see most of them already know and use these tools.
Exactly, ma'am. This clearly shows that audience is already using AI in one way or the other in their daily life.
Correct.
So, AI is not something from the future. It is already part of their present. And today, we are going to understand how students can learn AI the right way. Let's check. How many of you have watched the movie Three Idiots?
Me.
And who remembers the word ratification?
You mean that memorization, right?
Right, ma'am. Okay. While you are answering it, so that movie was about two main characters. One whose mool mantra was memorization and the other who actually works on the real skills. So can you tell me in the chat box the name of both the characters? Who was the student who believed in memorization? And who believed in real skills and understanding? Type the names in the chat box. We are waiting for your response.
The audience, the chat box is all yours. Write the name of both the memorization, the person who believe in memorization and the person who believe in concept.
And if you want, you can even mention their nicknames.
Yeah. Wow. So chat box is flooded, Ms. Sava.
Absolutely right. I can see your responses. Chatur, exactly. Chatur believed in memorization, marks, ranks, and rectification. Whereas Rancho believed in understanding concepts, asking why, and applying knowledge in real life. So that is the beautiful message of the movie. Learning is not about memorizing answers. Learning is about understanding concepts and applying them in real life, just like AI today. It is not about knowing tools, it is about knowing how to use them wisely.
Absolutely.
Next.
This is actually very much important nowadays.
Yes, ma'am. So today education shifted. It continues to evolve with a strong focus on skills, critical thinking, creativity, and problem solving. So exam can help in measure your learning, but real problems don't come up with just four options. Is it so or not?
Very
Therefore, integrating AI with learning is recommended from grade 3 onwards. And let me tell you that AI helps students practice thinking, reasoning, and decision making. So far, we have been talking about thinking, skills, and how learning is evolving. Now, let me tell you something exciting. Today's workshop is not about just listening. We are going to experience something magical together.
So yes, absolutely. So what I can say is, today the audience, you are not just the audience like in webinar. You are going to be the creators. So it's a workshop wherein you'll be going to have hand-on experience also for whatever Miss Saba is going to, I think, teach us today.
Yes, ma'am. So to begin with this magical journey, we need one small step from your side. I'm sharing a link in the chat box right now. Kindly check on it, click on it, and download Visual Studio Code on your device. I hope you already have the link, but in case you don't have the link, it's already in the chat box. Please, audience, click on the link and download Visual Studio Code.
So don't worry, everyone. If it takes few minutes, just keep the download running in the background. And you come back to the main screen and we'll be guiding you step by step how to proceed. So let the download happen in the background and let's come to the screen once again on the Zoom platform so that Ms. Saba can proceed further.
Please rest assured, everyone. Here, no prior coding experience is required. We will start it together from the basics. While the downloading is happening, let me give you a small hint. Today, you will see how ideas turn into action and thinking turns into technology. So this is where learning becomes exciting. When students don't just watch but build. Now, coming back to what we were discussing earlier, have you heard this statement before? Will AI take human jobs? Let's quickly take a poll on this.
Yeah, I think this question have come up very often these days, and the audience must have seen this question in news, social media, or conversation. So the poll is all open for you all, and we are very soon going to end the poll, and we will share the results on the screen. I mean, I am amazed the way this poll is going. Oh my God. Earlier it was no more, and now, yes, few of the people have not voted yet. Please, everyone, quickly vote so that we can proceed further. The poll is going to end in next 20 seconds. I request everyone
50-50.
to poll. Please poll, Mr. Siddharth, please write it on the poll. And you all will be in next few seconds amazed to see the results. All right, so that's the end of poll. And here are the results in front of you. 56%, Ms. Saba. 56% says yes, AI will take the human jobs, and 44% says no. So you all overlook at this.
Yeah, ma'am. It's a great response, but I am I'm just checking that 46% people still thinks that AI can remove human jobs. Believe me, audience, let me tell you one thing very clearly that it's not AI that's going to take away your jobs. It's the person. It's a person who is learning AI. That person will definitely going to take away the one who don't know. So please don't waste the time and start learning it as soon as you can. So what's important here is to understand that AI is designed to support human potential, not to replace it.
So just like any other major technology, we can say AI is creating new ways of learning or growing. We can say new ways of working, if I'll say in career prospect, right?
Yes, exactly. So today, instead of worrying about AI, we are going to learn how to work with it. Because when students understand AI early, they become confident, capable, and future ready.
And that is what the parents are looking for in today's world, to make their kids future ready. Right, perfect. So I think we are on the right track, Miss Sabha.
Yeah, ma'am.
So if I say AI is more than a subject and it strengthens our thinking skills, it's not just like memorization. So I'll be right on this or not?
Ma'am, AI is one of the subject. It is a subject, but it is not only a subject. It is more than a subject. Of course, you are right that it strengthens thinking skills. Students will learn the logical thinking, problem solving, and decision making. So these are the skills which support learning across all other subjects. So isn't it a good deal that by learning one subject, you are learning one such a skill that is going to learn in that is going to help you in all other subjects?
So that means that's a good news for everyone, that we are not going to do coding. It's AI is not about coding. It's about logic, decision making, creativity, problem solving, as Ms. Sabha said.
Yes. So many parents wonder if AI is suitable for their child. The good news is, of course, it is suitable because it is not only about coding, it is about thinking. It is building the way you think. It changes your perspective. So coding is a tool. Thinking is the foundation. As I believe that there are many people in this audience only who are from different backgrounds and speaks different languages. What one thing which is common with everyone is thinking. So coding is just a tool. Thinking is the foundation. All right, I think it's enough of the theory. Let's dive deep into the AI adventure.
Oh, wow.
All right. Now, audience, imagine controlling your computer just by a wave of your hand.
Just by moving my hands, I'll be able to control my device. This is what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am. Isn't it feels like magic?
Yeah.
It It feels like magic, but actually it's not. It's AI with computer vision. Student will create a virtual mouse using camera, hand gestures, and AI logic. Neha ma'am will share link again. She will share a link with you for the Visual Studio Code. If someone just joined, you can please download the Visual Studio app right now.
So the link is all there with you. Those who have still not downloaded, as the link was shared earlier as well. If you have not downloaded, no worries, you download it. And we'll be now guiding you step by step. Ms. Sabha will guide you step by step how to proceed.
Yes. All right. Now is the time to open our Visual Studio Code. I believe that all of you have downloaded the Visual Studio Code till now. And the once you will open your Visual Studio Code, this is the interface that you are going to see. All right. Let me help you all from the very beginning, from the scratch. Click on the extension. Everyone, this is the extension symbol over here, extension icon. On the fifth number from the starting, click on the extension icon and type Python.
You want to say Python, Python. Can you please spell it?
Python, Python. It is one of the programming language which is the foundation of AI. So we need to install it in our Visual Studio Code. So we'll click on it and we'll install it. Since I already have installed it in my system, so here it is showing like this. You just have to click on it and it will download it for you. That's it. You are done. You are ready to start with the project now. All right. You all must have the zipped file shared with you. Neha ma'am, can you please share it again for the audience in the chat box?
Yeah, it's there in the chat box.
All right. Those who don't have the downloaded files, please download the shared file in your system and come back to your Visual Studio Code. Let's click on the file option and open the same file in our system. We'll open the folder, click on open folder, and wherever you have that file in your system, just
Miss Sabha,
yes ma'am.
one of the audience wants to know if you can restart it from the beginning and tell them what exactly they need to download.
All right. Did they finish the VS Code downloading now?
The link has been shared from the Python, from the very first.
From the
step.
Python. All right. Over here, once you open the Visual Studio Code, this is this arrow. This is Python. This is the extension icon. You just have to click on extensions. Click on extensions. And over here, type Python. Ma'am, can you please share the spelling in the chat box with the audience?
Sure, definitely.
It's Python, Python, a coding language to build AI projects and machine learning projects and many more projects. Once you open Python, you will get a lot of options for Python. You just have to click on the simple Python and install button. That's it. Now you are ready to go to start with the project. Everyone, click on the file option and now you are ready to open the folder. Open the folder wherever you have kept that file. Just open the folder. And ta-da! Can you see? We have a lot of files over here with different codes. I know that right now it might be French for you, for those who don't understand French. So listen, if right now we don't have that much time to to write each and every code. So to help you out, I have shared the files with you. But if you want to learn the code, if you want to learn the code, you have to join our classes where we'll teach each and every line, every sentence, how you are going to make it. If you want to learn that, you can join our classes at TCO1. All right, moving ahead. Once we are done with the code, you have to come to terminal. Is it visible to all of you? Let me just annotate it for you. This is terminal on top. Just click on the terminal and click on new terminal. Our code is ready. We just have to set up the environment for our code. Once you open the terminal, for the sake of your help, I already shared a README file where I have written all the instructions for you, what you have to do. So you have to install pip install OpenCV. You just have to type these instructions over here. Pip install OpenCV. OpenCV. Enter. It will install, it will create the environment for you, a virtual environment.
Can you please share this code in the chat box for us?
Which code, ma'am? This pip install OpenCV?
Right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just give me a second. I shared all the directories that are required to download for this program. Once you will install all the directories, you just have to click on this run button. As of now, I cannot click on this run button because it needs the access of my camera. And since I'm already the part of this meeting, the Zoom meeting, I cannot access my camera. So I have already recorded the output for you all. And you guys also, like if you try to run this, it will not run. If you will run it with the same device, you can run it. If you have two devices, you can run it on the different device. Else, you can run it after this webinar, after this workshop also, you can run this code. Right now, I'm sharing the output with you all. Ayushi ma'am, please share the video that I already recorded for the audience. So once you will run.
So shall I share?
Yeah, ma'am. Go ahead. Once you download all the files, you just have to click on that run button and this will start. Now, you can control your devices under your control. You can control it by just using your fingers. By just one finger, you can open any, you can just scroll, you can move, and by using two fingers, you can click. See, I have opened, using this only, I have opened MIT App Inventor, where we are going to learn how we can create apps. All right, so it's not done yet. This is just a glimpse. I have planned more projects for you.
So that means now we are able to control the whole screen with our just move of my hand. So that's something beautiful feature. So that means if I like in Zoom application also, whenever I raise hand, by default it takes the image and it detects it and raise my hand automatically. So that's also AI, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what we are doing. We are just like my camera is detecting my hand and we are able to control my complete screen with my hand. So that is so beautiful. So I'm sure after learning this project, the audience must be wondering, to learn and create such amazing projects, do they need to go somewhere? I mean, this question must be there in everybody's mind that is this learning happening outside the school or is it within the curriculum? So dear all, let me tell you the answer. All these projects you are seeing today, you will be seeing today, are an integrated part of learning at the Class of One Global Online School. So we do all these projects along with the study in regular school within the curriculum as a part of curriculum. This is the part of curriculum our students learn in the school. So at the Class of One, we have a well-designed curriculum. We are a well-established online school and we have a structured and thoughtfully designed curriculum. Here, learning is not just limited to books, worksheets, but here we strongly believe in learning by doing. And that's why academics, skills, creativity, and real life application all are woven together into one meaningful learning journey. Where at the Class of One Global Online School. So it's a complete school, audience. Like any other school, it's a complete school wherein we learn all the subjects. So all the projects that student work, these are not extra activities. They are a core part of our curriculum in our school where students learn maths, Hindi, English, maths, EVS, communication, and skills. So when I'm saying skills, so they all learn it through project-based learnings. Students don't just understand concepts, they apply them. We explain them and they enjoy them, of course. Like you just enjoyed this virtual mouse. So at the class of one, we understand that every child is different. That's why we offer two batch option. We have morning batches and we do have afternoon batch as well. We do have flexibility. Can we move to the next slide, please? So we do have flexibility to choose subjects, timings as per the child comfort. Because here, learning adapts to the child, not the other way around. So like any other physical schools, we have all kind of celebrations, all kind of activities. We have annual day, sports day, we have virtual meetings, we have picnics, everything. Yes, all of course, all virtually. And at the class of one, we don't teach students. We nurture thinkers, creators, and confident learners. So this is the beauty of class of one. And all virtually sitting at your home with all the flexibilities, with all the comfort. To know more about the school, to know more about the facilities of the school, you all can book a demo and to experience how this everything goes on. You can give a call on this number and we'll be happy to assist you. Now, comes to the most exciting part of today's session. It's a time to move from learning concept to create something fun and interactive. Yes, there is a surprise. We are going to create a game now. The next project, a game. Today, we'll be learning how to create a game using Scratch. And I believe Ms. Sabha is the perfect person to guide us through this creative journey. So, Ms. Sabha, over to you once again. Please tell us which new game we are going to create today.
All right, Neha ma'am. Let's audience figure it out. Okay. Without making it more complex, let's start with the game. So, we are going to make a card game on Scratch. So, for that, you all have to open Scratch on your Google Chrome. You don't need to download it on your system. You can simply open the web app on Google Chrome or any of the browser you are having. Please don't go to Scratch Junior. It's just Scratch. All right. Just open the link and it will land you on this interface. This is Scratch and we'll come to create. We have to create a card game today. So let's start. There might be some people who already knows about Scratch, but there are some who don't know anything about it. So let's learn it. All right. So this is a Scratch and here we have all the characters, just like all the characters and objects that we need. We already have them and those characters are called as sprite. So today you have learned one new word as well, sprites. So here in Scratch, we term these as sprites. Just beside it, there is an option of background. So once you click on it, we have background options for almost every occasion, whether it's different season, different places, whether it's a party, whether it's snowfall, school, spotlight, anything. We have thousands of options over here still. If you need something else as of the requirement, you have option to make it as well from here. So you can draw your part, you can draw the background also to make like for today we are making a card development game. So for that we have to first of all make a backdrop. So I want you to come to this option backdrop and choose this paint. All right. Once we start with the paint, we will take a rectangle from here and we will just fill the place with this color because we are making a road. We can change the color of our choice. I want green road to show the greenery, to reflect greenery. So I'm taking green color for my road. And between, we have to make a road, and it's very easy. You can easily take another rectangle and make one more rectangle over here and change its color just to show the road at the center. All right, now let's come to the coding part. So here we have a lot of options. These are called as coding blocks. And just by using these coding blocks, you can make the game of your choice. For your ease, I have already created it for you. Neha ma'am, please share the file with them so that they can also download it and they can run their game on their system. So audience, the file is already shared in the chat box. Please open it. Again, in order to learn how it has been made, you can join our classes at TCO 1. All right. Let me show you how it works. Let me just run it for you. You can play it. It has sound, it has effects, and if I lose 3 lives, it will show game over. I hope you all have played this game in your phones. Maybe in Nokia phone or BlackBerry phone, huh? So this is just a glimpse of one of the projects. At TCO1, we are doing a lot of more projects like this. You can learn it just by joining our classes. After this, I have planned one more project.
So the audience, I am getting many queries in the chat box. How to learn, where to get the access, where to come. So to solve all your queries, where you can get the this learning classes, these classes. So for you all, the Class of Fun again is a global online school, and we do provide these classes, these project classes as a part of curriculum. So for more queries, you can book a free demo with us. And to book a free demo, of course, you have the link again for the same in the chat box. You can click on that link and book a free demo or a call where our counselors will be happy to help you on this. Right. So, Ms. Sabha, I think now it's the time for the third project to experience Tim, the third project.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go ahead. And it is the time to make an e-commerce app using MIT software. I hope when I shared the video of my virtual mouse, you had seen that I was opening MIT app just by using my hand by the virtual mouse. All right. Let me share how we can make MIT app, how we can make an e-commerce app on MIT. So you have to search on Google Chrome MIT App Inventor. And you will get this interface on your screen. Click on Create Apps. Just choose your Google account to sign in with Google, and that's it. You are ready to make apps. Let me just open it again. All right, so we will create a new project. For that, we have to click on this new project. Once we click on it, it will pop up for our project name. So it's our choice. Let's write it down. All right, let's make it e-commerce. Or better, I think, let's make it Shopsy. Shopsy, a shopping app. right? So here it shows you the view of your mobile phone, how it is going to be looked at your screen. On the left hand side, we have different options, user interface, which type of buttons you want, checkbox, circular progress. I believe you all have seen e-commerce apps like Myntra, Amazon, and Flipkart. So we already know that there are buttons, there are chat box, there are different images, right? So we will make similar apps. So we have different options over here. Apart from user interface, we have layout options, that how you want your app. You want it to be in horizontal arrangement or in vertical arrangement. Which arrangement do you exactly want? So you can choose the arrangement. You can make the settings the way you want. Let's make something. Let's make the first phase of our app. All right. So we have to take a virtual arrangement like this, like I had taken over here. On the right hand side, we can select different settings. If you see, there are different settings already given over there. We can change. See, right now it is only visible at this, till only it is restricted to this position only. We can change it. We can simply change height, make it to fill parent. See, it increased it filled the entire position vertically. Now is the time to change the width as well. See, it fixes, right? All right. This is our one of the vertical arrangement. Now, if you want to make a button, let's make a button, or let's give it a background.
Miss Sabha, one of the person is asking, like Mr. Santosh Kumar is asking if you can just tell them once again how to open the app from the Google.
All right. Just give me a second. Let me just
Maybe
repeat
into a
it.
new tab, basically.
Yeah, you just have to open a new tab on your browser, whichever browser you are having, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox. You can simply type MIT App Inventor and click on it. If you want, I can share the link as well in the chat box for you. Here's the link to open MIT app. I already had shared it with everyone in the meeting. You can have access of the app. It's very simple. Once you open it, you can simply click on Create Apps to start building your app. And select your Google account to link it with MIT. Once it's done, it will give you an option to choose like whether you want to create a new project, whether you want to download a project, import a file, or there are some templates also you want to use them. So the choice is yours. Since I want to make a new project, so I have just choose new project, and here we were. All right. Okay, let's move ahead. We can add buttons. In the user interface, we have buttons. So we can take a button and we can change it from right hand side. If you can see, it is visible. Continue. Oh, since I have opened two sessions together, it has started giving warning. I need to close the other ones. All right. I have to do it again. You cannot open two sessions together. Since I opened it So it was giving me warning. All right, I was telling you how you can add a button. You can take a button and from here you can just change the text for the button, because I don't want my button as text for button. I want to write shop now. So I will just write shop now. See, I'm not liking the color as well. Let's change the color. Let's make it uh let's make it white, and let's make the background also. Let's make it magenta and save it. See, my button is ready. I can change it. One thing. By default, I can align my screen. See, this is a button. Once you click on it, I have to write coding behind it in order to make it working. As you know, I already had coded it for you and I had shared the ma'am, please share the file with all of them so that they can also get access of the code. And as of now, I have pre-recorded the output for you. Ayushi ma'am, can you please share the e-commerce app with the audience, how it's going to be look?
The file is there in the chat box.
So this is the inner view of the app where there are different categories and you can scroll it also. I have used the horizontal scroll option. If you have any query till now in the projects, where you can find the answers of these. All right, ma'am. So we have created some projects. Let me show you a glimpse of one of the project that our student have made. Ayushi ma'am, can you please share the robotic arm that one of our student had made at our school? This is a 6GOF manipulator.
Miss Sabha, can you please explain all of us what was
Yes.
that sound walk?
Of course. So this is a 6GOF manipulator which can move in 6 directions. 6GOF means 6 degree of freedom. Its degree of freedom is 6. It can move in 6, 3 rotational and 3 translational motions. So if you can see on the top, there is a nozzle which is connected with a hydraulic machine, and that voice is of that machine only. So it can, on top of it, a camera is mounted. So it basically scan the QR code and fetch all the information from it. It comes to the object accordingly and pick that object using creating the vacuum. It picks the object and place it at the correct position. So we have used different stepper motors over here, and the stepper motors are connected with drivers TB600, and it's completely works on Python and Raspberry Pi. It's a fully automatic 6GOF manipulator, a robotic arm. So yes, it is created by one of our students, and it is just a glimpse. We have done so many projects and we have planned many new projects for the new session. Thank you.
Wow. So, your audience, we have learned how and what kind of projects these skill-based projects are being conducted at the class of one. So to learn coding, to learn the detailings about this project, you need to join the class of one. And how the learning happens at class of one, we focus on developing skills, as I have mentioned. Now, you need to, we follow here a no comparison culture, where every child is valued for their individual strength. We allow students to learn at their own pace, ensuring they feel confident, comfortable in the learning process. Our classes are friendly, engaging, and interactive, creating a positive learning environment. Most importantly, our special focus is on the holistic development of the child, nurturing not just the academic skills, but also the emotional, social, and life skills. So now, as a part of skills, so AI was just a part of all other skill programs that we conduct in our school. The AI program you have witnessed over here is just one of many skill based initiatives. So, what other skills we do have, will have in our institution is Shin program, which is a Japanese style skill based learning program for our little learners. We have IELTS classes for our primary students, wherein they learn the communication skills in details. We have skill mantra, a skill based class. Like I have already told you in the beginning, that our school is recognized by the Ministry of Education for setting up the Student Innovation Council in the school. So that under that project, we do have a DTI club, Design Thinking and Innovation Club, wherein the skill based classes, wherein artificial intelligence, robotic, designing, coding, ML, all these are taken care of. We do have classes and hand-on experience of all these things. Now, talking about, many parents are skeptical, like in the school, how the lab experiments or practical classes would be conducted. So don't worry, we do have Scholar Lab. Scholar Lab are virtual labs which will give you the real-time experience of all kind of experiments. May it be a Bernicula's experiment, may it be a maths lab, may it be chemical lab, where chemistry lab, wherein you work with the chemicals. You will have a real-time experience. You will have real values, real parameters, and real practical files as well. So all these are there in virtual lab. Virtual lab, yes, all the experiences are there, but yes, virtually in virtual lab. We do have News Ahoot program. That means we keep our students up to date with the current affairs happening around the world. See, news we do have everywhere, but as you all know, for the kids, the news has to be filtered as per their age appropriate. So in News Ahoot, we provide children news which is as per their age. For every class, we have same news but in different way to make their understanding more logical, to make them more update on the current affairs, and to generate, of course, interest in for the children. So there are many more thoughtfully designed programs that supports skill building at different levels. Now, if you'd like to know more about these programs and experience our teaching approach firsthand, please feel free to book a demo, or you can contact on the given number. So you can join a free demo session or get a detailed information. To join a free demo session, the link has already been shared in the chat box. You can click on this link and book a free demo with us. Now, why parents choose us? Why the class of one? Because here parents just don't see their marks going. They see skills growing in their children. At the class of one, our parents receive a clear and regular progress update. They can clearly observe skill-based growth, improvement in their confidence level, and of course, their overall personality development. Our learning approach is practical, experiential, and connected to the real-world application. So we focus on developing a future-ready mindset in our students, which is actually demanding nowadays in the market, right? So that's why the parents choose class of one. As Miss Sabha in the beginning, she has already shared that AI will not replace human jobs. However, the people who have the knowledge of AI will definitely have an edge in the future job market. And that's the truth of today. So when you learn AI, It's not AI versus you. It's AI plus you. And this combination opens endless possibilities and opportunities across various career pathways. Right? So AI skills empower students to be adaptable, innovative, and prepared for the future. This is how we help our learners to stay ahead in ever-changing, evolving world. So now, if you would like to know more about the program, the last call for you, and if you want to experience our teaching approach firsthand, quickly call on this number or book a free demo on the given number. Thank you. Thank you all for being such a wonderful audience with us. It was really, really good to see you all. Thank you for being so patient. And now is the time for FAQs. If you have any question, if you want to know more about school, if you want to know more about projects, more about AI from Ms. Sabha, please feel free to raise your hand and we'll be happy to assist you. So now it's all about you. You can raise your hand. We'll be unmuting you and, of course, helping you. Okay. So I got a question from Ms. Shikha. What exactly is the Class of One online school? Is it a proper school? Yeah. So Ms. Sabha, yes, the Class of One is a proper online school. Like any other physical school. So whatever you can think of in any school, starting from morning assemblies, then we have co-curriculars, we have examinations, we have classwork, homework, projects, assignments, worksheet, and of course, skill classes. But yes, everything, like any other school, it's a complete school with proper timetable, with designed curriculum, with annual syllabus, everything, whatever you can think of. And yes, all kind of celebration like annual days, sports days, inter-school competitions, summer vacations, everything is there for children. Okay, I hope I'm able to answer to everyone. Now, another question I have got is from Ms. Harpreet. Does online schooling affect confidence or future opportunities? Yes, of course. See, nowadays the mindset of parents are changing. They have decided the career path for their children at a very early stage. So now going like giving a complete day to schooling, then tuitions will not give that time for the children to prepare for their career prospects. In online school, they can complete their schooling part within 2 to 3 hours of their day, and the whole other rest of the day is all for the child. He or she can go for any kind of practice, maybe sports practice. If he's a sports person, he go for sports practice, or he or she, if he or she is an artist, they can devote their time in a productive way in their music, arts, dance, whatever is their passion, whatever is their career prospect, may it be NEET, preparing for JEE examination. So they can devote and start preparing for that accordingly. So that's the beauty of online schooling. And once the child is able to manage both things properly, of course, the confidence grows. Right, because he or she is able to manage schooling as well as preparing for the future. So this is where the start of confidence building starts. Right. I hope I'm able to answer your question. Any other question, parents? If you want, we can unmute yourself as well, you as well, or we'll be happy to assist you with the more questions. Okay, I think there's one more question. What is this? What about practicals? Okay, so the question is, what about practicals and lab work in an online school? See, I just explained a few minutes back as well. We do have practical classes. We do have all kind of labs. Physics lab, chemistry lab, bio lab, English lab, maths lab, but yes, all virtually. So you will have first-hand experience of the virtual labs also, wherein you will feel like doing the exact experiments like you do in the labs, with with your teacher, with instructors, detailing, with all kind of experiments. But yes, all virtually. These labs, of course, give you real-time experimentation. And again, you know what? How these labs are based. So these are all AI-based labs. That's the beauty of today's webinar. We are discussing about AI. So you have hand-on practical experience with these labs. You do experiments with real parameters. You use licensed lab tools which are provided by the schools, experience lab work, prepare practical files, everything in a same way. Right. So that was all about school. That was all about AI. To know more about this, as discussed, please feel free to book a demo at the given number. I'm just sharing the link again. So that's all for today's webinar. I think I'm able to answer all the queries. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. That you being a wonderful audience, and hope you have enjoyed today's session. For more such sessions, please stay connected with the Class of One through social media. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Sabha, for joining us today.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's
Thank you,
really,
audience.
really helpful and insightful session. Thanks a lot.